What is good with you guys, man? Today I'm going to be showing you guys some brand new sniping filters in NBA 2K23 My Team. And some of these filters are going to be about the playoff cards. And obviously, as you know, these playoff cards have been evolving in My Team. And sniping these cards it's been fire. I'm not going to lie. It's been absolutely crazy lately because a lot of people just don't know the value of these cards. Before we get into it though, go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I post My Team videos every single day. But let me get straight into it. So for these playoff cards, obviously they do go ahead and evolve, and that obviously is a big factor in trying to figure out which one of these cards to snipe, because you have to figure out which ones are going to evolve. Now I'm going to get straight into the first filter here. We're going to go here to theme, playoffs, color, galaxy, opal. You're going to put the position to small forward. Let me show you who's on this filter. As you can see, Jayson Tatum, who's going for just so much MT. I mean, I know obviously him evolving to a dark matter is going to be insane, but the fact that he's already almost 500k, it's a little bit of an over exaggeration, I think, but it does make sense at the same time. MPJ obviously is going to be a great one to invest in as well. Andrew Wiggins. Now, Tobias Harris is probably the one thing about this filter that you do need to stay away from, but you've got MPJ, you've got Andrew Wiggins, and you've got Jayson Tatum all on this filter that are all snipes. So if you go ahead here and set it to minimum buyout 500 MT, you obviously do have this one card right here ruining it, which is going to be this Tobias Harris. So there's two things you can do to go ahead and ruin or to fix this. One thing is you can go ahead and pick up the cheapest Tobias Harris and then go down here and enable it so that he won't show up anymore for you. The other thing you could do is just literally just scroll. So just keep refreshing it and scrolling it. That's what I'm doing. I don't feel like picking one of these up, so just keep refreshing it and scrolling it. I did see an MPJ pop up on this earlier for like 84k, I think. I was not able to pick him up. I was too slow because I had one hand on the controller as usual, but you know, I'll know me. So, but yeah, I mean, you can see Jayson Tatum on this filter. You can see MPJ on this filter. This is a really good filter to go ahead and try out. Now, this next filter I'm going to show you guys is one that I did show you guys in the last video, but some of you might not have seen it. So it's going to be point guard, opal, playoffs, and conference west. Now, you're going to see here Jordan Poole, he's over 100k. Chris Paul, he's not over 100k. Ja Morant is over 100k even though he's injured. If you're watching this video right now and it's already been announced whether or not Ja's playing, you make your decision off that. If Ja is going to continue the series, go ahead and know that it will be a snipe. But if he is out for the rest of the series, it's not a snipe. So Ja Morant's on there, and then Westbrook is obviously definitely a snipe. De'Aaron Fox definitely a snipe. Jordan Poole definitely a snipe. And then there's one more guy, that little guy from Golden State. Where is he? Steph Curry, who is also definitely a snipe. So there's 4 really good snipes, potentially 5 if Ja Morant is going to be playing. So you set it to 500 here, and as you can see, another card is going to ruin it, and this time it's going to be Chris Paul, even though I think he is a good card to invest in. So honestly, for this one, I would say pick one up and then enable it. So let me show you exactly how you can do that. I have a Chris Paul. I told you he's a good one to invest in, so I think definitely enable it. So send him. I'm going to send him to my collection right here, and this is exactly how you enable it. Now you go point guard, Galaxy Opal. If you don't know what enable means, you're about to find out right now. Playoffs, Western Conference, and as you can see here, he's going to show up and ruin the filter, meaning that you won't get to see the real snipes. But look, you see how there's that yellow thing on him? That means I have the card and I can enable it. So if I enable it right here, bang, no CP3s anymore. So now every single card that pops up is a guaranteed snipe for profit. So with that last filter, I told you guys, whether you want to enable it or not, you probably shouldn't, because the card is not a good card to like have. But if you want to do it just so you can have a chance of getting another card, you can do it. But for this one, I would actually suggest that you guys do enable this one, because I think CP3 is actually going to go up in value. With the Phoenix Suns here, they are playing today. Well, it depends at what time you're watching this video. And I mean, all you need is a big game from CP3. And we've seen every single playoff, CP3 always has a big game. You need a big game and a win from the Suns from CP3. And you're looking at a Dark Matter CP3 that you're going to profit of. If you can get them for under 70k, go ahead and do that. Do not regret not doing that. So pick one of these up and enable this filter. And not only are you going to be able to enable the filter, now you can snipe more cards, but now you also have a card that's making you MT passively. Once he has a big game, you're going to go ahead and be able to sell him for more than you got him for. So this is a great filter to go ahead and hop on. So definitely try this filter right here and let me know what you guys see on this. I haven't stayed on it long enough to see a card yet, and it's going to be hard to see a card on that filter because those cards are obviously very expensive cards, but it's definitely worth a shot. I would definitely try it out. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and show you guys is going to be the Galaxy Opal Playoffs cheapest. So I haven't checked this in a few hours, so we're going to see what it is now. So obviously we know it's not near 55k. I over scrolled, but last I checked it was in like the 30s. Let's see if that's still the case. It is. So let's see here what the cheapest is for these. It looks like it's going to be these Derek Whites for 34k. If we lower it here even more, so the absolute lowest is Derek White for 34k. But what about like other? Is it just him? Looks like it's just him. So if we keep hiring it here, is there anyone else showing up? It's going to be Brogdon as well. Ooh, so, and then we have Brunson. So guys, I just discovered another filter here. West. If we do Galaxy Opal Playoffs West, let's see what the cheapest is. Oh, this is going to be a fire. If you made it this far into the video, comment the word fire. Comment the word fire. You're about to see, we're about to discover the most fire filter together. As you guys saw, all those three cards were all Eastern Conference. Like if I change it here, they're all going for like 30k. But if I filter to West here, this is going to allow me to see way more cards. As you can see, Rui Hachimura is cheapest and he's like 50 something k. Let's keep going here. More Rui Hachimuras. Hire it more. Anyone else showing up? Some Aaron Gordons. But let's see what the absolute cheapest is. So if we lower it back down here, it looks like at 50, I mean at 53,850 we're 20 minutes in and it hasn't sold, but at 50k it's 100% selling. So I would honestly say to set it at like, I mean honestly, the thing is that I wouldn't even snipe that Rui Hachimura. If you want to snipe the Rui Hachimura, you can set this filter to the max buyout to 45k and snipe anything under that. But if you just set it looks like the cheapest Aaron Gordon or like any other card is going for about 58. There's one for 55 that's going to sell basically instantly. About 55. So I would set it to 50k and just, you can either enable the Rui, again, you can either enable this card, which is going to be the Rui Hachimura. You can pick him up and enable him. I wouldn't do that, to be honest, personally, but can do that, or you can just keep refreshing it and pick up anyone besides Rui Hachimura. So put it on Galaxy Opal Playoffs West, set the max buyout to 50k, pick up anybody but Rui Hachimura, including Aaron Gordon. Now if you get Aaron Gordon, obviously that'd be the least amount of profit out of all the other cards, but I mean there's obviously a ton of possible cards here. You might be like, well, what are some of the options that you can get here? Let me show you how many cards you can get from this. I mean, there's just so many. There's Cat, Jordan Poole, Draymond Green. There's Aaron Gordon, Clay. Now, if you're wondering whether or not this filter would even have anything to pop up, even though I just discovered this, I do know for a fact that I picked up a CP3 who's in the West for 49k on another filter, and I also picked up a what's his name? A Jaren Jackson Jr. for around 50k as well on another filter. So some cards will be popping up on this if you're patient, so try it out. Go ahead and leave a like on this video and comment if you made it this far into the video. Comment the word fire. Obviously I already said that, but if you haven't done it, comment the word fire. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out of your boys. Peace out, yo.